For a 12-year-old to get up is very difficult. But what was more difficult and traumatic was the voice continued. We are leaving Kuwait. And then it hit me that from far my mother is telling me that you have to get up because we have to leave Kuwait. So I got up, wondering what's happening next. As a child, war is not really a big deal because we play a lot of video games. And it's okay to see dead people, guns, soldiers with weapons is our role models. And then my mom comes in and says, Raymond, we have to go this evening to India. India is a foreign land for me. I am brought up in Kuwait. Kuwait is my home country. So to go back home, a superficial place called India, means absolutely nothing to me. So when I asked my mom, what do you want? Dad has gone somewhere. Yes, Dad has gone to buy the bus tickets so that we can go to India. There is war. Iraq has invaded Kuwait. So I said, okay, what do you want me to do? We have sold everything in the house. There's one last thing. We need some cash in our hands. So I want you to go to the market and sell some chocolates. Okay? How much? Please listen to me, Ray boy, because you boys and men, we tell you something and you'll do something else. Okay. If Iraqi, 1 Iraqi dinar, else 100 fils, Kuwaiti. Say it after me. If Iraqi, 1 Iraqi dinar, else 100 fils, Kuwaiti. I was okay with that. I went out of the house and imagine this with me. A deserted place in Salmiya, which otherwise today is crowded. There were burning cars. There was a wind which carried the smell of death. Again, it didn't matter to me because I play video games. I have the bag of chocolates and I walk, but the smell of the wind caused me to cough. And I kept coughing. So I carried my water along, just in case, so that if I cough even now, I have my trusted water. As kids in the community of a war-torn country, we had one favorite spot. We called it the hangman spot. Because there was a big crane with a man hanging over there. And he stood absolutely straight, with his head down. And the wind, the same wind that carried death, kept turning him left and right. For us, we were wowed. He was probably shocked. Maybe a bad man. But every time he looked at us, though he was dead, we did the first thing that came to our mind. Ran for our life. Because we thought that dead man will come and catch us. However, I reached the beautiful spot that we call Salmiya Bazaar. So I did the best thing ever. Kept my bag, I had my flicks, kept it down, and I saw from the kids to adults to elders selling from Pampers to video games. Wow! Waited for my turn. And I saw a soldier. He walked. He was whistling. He came to me. Indian? Oh, soldiers speak English. Indian. He asked me, "Aapka naam kya hai?" Huh? He doesn't know I have no affiliation with India. "Aap kya kar rahe hain? Huh? Aap kya beech rahe hain?" And I will not translate it for you all because I want you all to feel the same thing what I was feeling. I had no clue what he said. He tried to dance, he tried to do something, and I noticed the Desert Eagle gun stuck in his holster. Wow. I wish I had one. He got fed up of me, thought I was mad, and he walked away. And the people said, Rocky, Enda, game, he was kicking everybody. Paper! Paper! Man, he's so arrogant. He had a beard which was dirty. His clothes were dirty. But he had one good thing. He had an AK-47 in his hands. Woo! Now you're talking. Video games coming to life. Okay, so he came to me. How? What how? How? Iraqi. One Iraqi dinar. So he tried. Why one? Why one? Why? I looked at him, I looked at my thing, he looked at him, I looked at my thing. He grabbed. He took his currency and he went. What is this? Mom said one Iraqi dinar for one flick. And that's when I said, and the guy said, let him go. Oh, okay, if you say so. He was so arrogant and his AK gun just kept on shaking. But then a cute little girl said, Uncle, Uncle, I want one. My mental state was like, not Iraqi, 100 feels pretty. And that was the call of the death angel. The soldier who was just a few meters away turned and said, what? I said, nothing. The girl looked at him. He comes, how? When he grabs the coin in his hand, he looks at the envelope. What? Quite finished. Lish. He got so upset. He was boiling with anger. He pushed me down. And he had the gun on my neck. And I raised it up all the way to the head. He said, you are finished. And that was the time I felt my life was worth 100 fills. But to my surprise, he picked me up, made me stand, and moved aside. And that's when I saw the other soldier who said, he didn't say a word, he just did this. We have to pay him with his life. Not the word, not the song, no Hindi anymore. The voice of silence. But the guy was not ready to listen. I felt like I was a piece of meat with two animals pulling me. And that's when he stood. He unbuttoned his holster and he said one last time. The man pushed me, kicked my chocolates away, and moved away. And that is when I realized the cost of life is 100 fills in the worst time of war. But we are not like that. We need to move on and not be governed by everything, war and all the things in society, so that we know our value is much more. Over to you, Dr. Chair.